Ever looked at a giraffe and thought, what is happening here? A horse that accidentally stretched too far? A spotted tower with eyes? Well, brace yourself, because today, we're diving headfirst into the weird, wonderful, and downright shocking world of giraffes. Welcome to Now Leo Know, your go-to place for trivia, fun facts, and mind-blowing information about everything under the sun. If you're into learning cool stuff in a fun, easy-to-digest way, you're in the right spot. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss a trivia-filled adventure. Alright, now that we're all officially in our giraffe-loving era, let's kick things off with fact number 1 that'll leave you saying, wait, what? Alright, kicking it off with this banger. Even though a giraffe's neck can be over 6 feet long, basically taller than your Tito boy on New Year's Eve in his leather shoes, they actually have the same number of neck bones as you and me. 7. That's it. Each of those 7 vertebrae is massive though, around 10 inches long each. That's the size of a dinner plate stacked up one on top of the other 7 times. Can you imagine if humans had neck bones like that? Your head would literally be doing the Macarena every time you nodded. Not to mention, texting would be a workout for your entire upper body. And fun fact, those massive neck bones aren't just for looking fancy. Male giraffes actually use their necks to fight. They swing their heads at each other in a battle called necking. Picture a slow-motion wrestling match but with long necks and a lot more slobber. It's wild. But here's the wild part. Even with those enormous neck bones, giraffes don't get dizzy when they lift and lower their heads. Why? Because their blood vessels have built-in valves that regulate blood flow like nature's own hydraulic system. Imagine having a neck taller than a basketball hoop and never getting lightheaded bending down for a drink. Meanwhile, I get woozy every time I stand up too fast after scrolling TikTok for an hour. Okay, this one blew my mind. Giraffes sleep about 30 minutes a day. That's it. Not even a solid hour. And it's not even in one go. It's broken up into tiny power naps lasting around 5 minutes each. Why? Because when you're essentially a 16-foot snack on stilts in the middle of lion country, sleep isn't really on the menu. Giraffes stay alert most of the time because predators like lions, leopards, and hyenas see them as the ultimate prize. Imagine being so valuable that even your nap schedule's dangerous. And if you're wondering how they sleep, sometimes they stand up, other times they awkwardly fold their legs and rest their head on their back like a flexible yoga master. Honestly, watching a giraffe try to lie down is like watching your grandpa try to tie his shoelaces. Slow, shaky, and mildly concerning. And get this, baby giraffes, called calves, actually sleep a little more, around 4 to 5 hours a day. But even then, they have to do it in short bursts while their moms stand guard like 16-foot-tall security cameras. Meanwhile, here we are complaining about pulling an all-nighter, when giraffes have basically been living that no-sleep hustle since the dawn of time. Respect to the original insomniacs of the animal kingdom. Next up, let's talk about that giraffe tongue. It's long, it's slimy, and it's blue-black. Yup, not pink, not purple, not zebra-striped, blue. It's like nature said, let's make this weird. The reason? Sun protection. Giraffes spend hours each day munching leaves off treetops, sticking their tongues out constantly. If it were pink like ours, it would roast under the African sun faster than marshmallows at a bonfire, so nature painted it dark to prevent sunburn. Smart, right? I just wish it worked for my face at the beach. And it's not just any tongue, it's up to 20 inches long. That's longer than most rulers in your house. They use it like a built-in grabber to pluck leaves off thorny branches without poking themselves. Honestly, giraffes could probably win every reach for the last chip in the bag challenge at parties. Oh, and fun fact within a fact, their tongues are so tough they can chow down on thorn-covered acacia trees without flinching. Meanwhile, I once cried eating nachos with a jalapeno on top. These giraffes are built different. Basically, their tongues are the African savanna equivalent of Wolverine's claws. Long, indestructible, and surprisingly good at grabbing snacks. Fact number 4 is gonna shock you. Giraffes can run up to 60 kilometers per hour. That's 37 miles an hour, faster than most of us chasing the ice cream truck on a hot day. And get this, when they run, it's kind of ridiculous. They swing both legs on one side of their body forward at the same time. It's like a catwalk model in a hurry or a deer doing its best impersonation of a cartoon character late for school. Even though they look a little awkward, it works. This awkward gallop lets them cover huge distances fast when predators come sniffing around. So next time you see a giraffe, don't be fooled by those sleepy eyes and calm vibe. Underneath, they're low-key Olympic sprinters in disguise. And here's a wild bonus. Because of their long necks and legs, when giraffes run, it almost looks like they're moving in slow motion, even though they're actually booking it. It's like watching a nature documentary in 0.75x speed. If you ever see a giraffe sprint in person, it's both majestic and slightly hilarious, like a giant moving coat rack trying to escape a sale at the furniture store. Okay, this one is wild. When a giraffe gives birth, she does it standing up. No lying down, no hospital bed, just a casual drop it like it's hot moment in the wild. And that baby? It falls 6 feet straight down to the ground the moment it's born. That's like being born on the second floor of your house without a mattress. Welcome to life, kid. And here's the kicker. Within 30 minutes of hitting the ground, the baby giraffe is already up and walking around like, all right, what's for breakfast? Meanwhile, human babies spend a whole year learning how to crawl and another year figuring out how not to bonk their heads on tables. Giraffe babies don't have time for that nonsense. And you'd think that 6-foot drop would be traumatic, right? Nope. In fact, that fall is nature's way of jump-starting the little giraffe's lungs and getting it moving fast. It's like life's first test. If you can survive this, you're good to go. Honestly, imagine if humans did that. Maternity wards would look like wrestling rings, and babies would be born ready to sprint to the snack table. Alright, before we wrap this up, you thought we were done? Nope! Here are a couple of bonus giraffe facts you can use to impress your friends at parties or weirdly specific trivia nights. First, did you know giraffes don't have vocal cords like ours? That's why you rarely hear them make a sound. But fun fact, they can hum. Yep, they hum to each other at night, like some secret giraffe lullaby club. Super wholesome, right? Imagine walking through the savannah hearing a bunch of giant animals humming in harmony like a barbershop quartet. And here's another one. Giraffe hearts are beasts, literally. They weigh about 11 kilograms, that's 24 pounds, and have to pump blood all the way up those skyscraper necks to the brain. That's like having a personal water pump attached to your chest 24/7. Talk about heart goals, see? Giraffes aren't just tall horses with long necks. They're walking, running, humming weirdos with superpowers, and honestly, I love them for it. So, what's the big takeaway here? It's this: nature is weird, wild, and incredible. And giraffes remind us that you don't need to fit the mold to thrive. Whether you're super tall, barely sleep, or have a ridiculously long blue tongue, you've got your own lane in this world. If you love these crazy giraffe facts, smash that like button, comment below which animal we should cover next, and hit subscribe because we drop amazing brain-boosting videos like this every day. See you on the next one.